Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Can you please confirm on the chat box? Guys, anyone, can you please confirm? Yeah, done. Okay, guys, so let's start the session. So, yeah, I welcome everyone to this full stack data science and AI with Azure and Gen AI. So, latest one is technology is generative AI, which is very more popular nowadays. So, which was also the part of the course, right? And let me introduce myself. I'm the Shivram Krishna, your data science trainer. Okay. And coming to a brief overview about me, I'm having overall 12 years of experience in the IT industry. And I was present associate as a data science trainer at Nadesh IT, and I'm having my own company where I'm having in terms of data science projects, where I will be working on the data science projects, and my team is going to work on the different data science related projects, and where I'll be giving the trainings to 0 to 10 years of experienced people. So I'm a corporate trainer basically. So I'll be giving the trainings to various companies like Deloitte and ICICI Bank. For these all the teams, I'll be giving the data science trainings, particularly in the data science and the data analytics area, right? And coming to the next one, I have handled with the multiple data science and machine learning projects in my career, as my experience is 12 years plus. Okay, where I have handled the data science projects from various domains. So as we know, data science is not only applicable for a particular IT industry. Data science is applicable for all type of industries, like finance sector, aviation sector, Redbus, Abibus, like automobiles, or with respect to pharma, healthcare, all these companies will use in terms of this one. Now, I'm a top 2% data scientist from Kaggle. Kaggle is a international competition for data science. There is one competition will be running in the worldwide international level. And in that, I'm in the top 2 percentile. And you guys are also going to take this Kaggle competition, 100%. Every person who has registered the course under me has to take the Kaggle competition. Okay, mandate. Now coming to the next one is my education, where I have done my data science from IIM Raipur and my master's from BITS and BTech from JNTU. And where I hold a couple of certifications related to data science, like certified by IBAC, where International Association of Business Analytics Council, US, and even Microsoft certified in the data science. So this is a brief overview about me, as I am the alumni of with respect to this BITS and with respect to IIM and IIT. So I am the alumni of all these premium institutes, okay, where I have learned my data science and all these masters. Now coming to today's class, what we are going to discuss means, first in the today's class, we are going to discuss what is data science and what is need of data science, why data science is popular, and what are the various companies or various industries or domains where we are having the application of data science. So today's class, now the time is around 9:17, that is approximately 9:15. So what I'm going to do is, first half an hour to 45 minutes, that is till 9:45 to 10. I'll be continuing the today's whatever the agenda is there, and from there I'll take whatever the questions you are having. So obviously, first day students are sitting in the classmates. You'll be having multiple questions in your mind. That is with respect to, sir, after this, whether we'll get the placement or not. Yeah, I'm having the career gap, whether that will be considered or not. I'm non-IT experience. I'm not from non-IT background, whether my things will be considered or not. All these common questions in every batch, first day commonly will be asked by every student. So first question they'll generally ask that, sir, I'm from non-IT background, whether it is easy to learn the data science or not. One student will ask, already I'm having with respect to IT experience, whether the previous experience will be considered or not. I'm having a career gap, whether that gap will be considered or not. Like this, multiple questions will be there, students. So all these questions I'm going to take at the end. So first, let us understand what is data science. Later, you will understand whether data science is applicable for you or not. After, see, for example, data science is having very high growth. Outside market, data science jobs are very high or salaries are very high, but you are not able to understand, then what is the use? Don't register for the course. If it is not suited for you, don't register. Which is more suited for you, select that course and have the passion on that. For example, someone has told you that you have to do with respect to Naresh IT, data science and AI. That, for example, data science and AI is good only, but you are not able to understand, miss, then it is bad for you, right? So first you have to understand what is data science, what is AI, and what are the different types of jobs are there in the market, whether you'll be having this type of role or not, that you'll understand. Okay, at the end, you'll understand so many things. Most of your questions will be solved. Still, if you are having the questions, that one also we are going to discuss. Each and every question of the student, whether it is online or offline, all the questions will be discussed. Okay. Now, including the fee structure, what we are going to go in the course, what are the contents will be covered, and how everything will be there. Everything one by one, step by step, we are going to have. Right now, so let's start. So I'm saying that clearly once again. So here, commonly will be asked some questions like I'm the fresher, whether the fresher jobs are available. I'm the experience. So please stop your questions, asking the questions. I'm not saying that don't ask the questions, but temporarily give me some half an hour to 45 minutes of time so that where I can explain the first what is data science and AI and what are the applications, and for that applications whether your role is suitable or not, that you'll automatically understand. Right now, coming to this, so let's start with what is data science. Now, what is data science means from the given raw data, understanding the analysis, whatever the raw data. If you observe this one, okay, this is a stone. Okay, where this is called as gold bore. Gold bore means where we are going to dig, means in the underground, we are going to do the digging, means mining. And once we do the mining, initially we are going to get this one only. As everyone has seen the KGF movie. In the KGF movie, they will use with respect to gold mining. Okay. In that gold mining, they go to the underground and they are going to dig that one. So what they are going to dig means this one. And from this one, they are going to create this one. So we are going to get the data in this way, and we have to create the data in this way. So we'll have the data in a different format. And from that, what we are going to do is analysis. And from that analysis, we are going to increase the business. See, for example, if you see this stone as a gold ore, you'll say that, sir, this is not useful, sir. Even you will not purchase also. If someone sells you the gold ore also, you'll not purchase. You'll say that first question, what I have to do? What I have to do with this? So there will be no use of the gold ore. But if it is converted to this format, automatically you'll be having the with respect to the use. So here, the entire data science process is converting the original data. The original data is also called as raw data. Raw means initial format. First, whatever they are going to give you now, that data is called as raw data. And that raw data, you are going to neatly clean that one. Later, you are going to process that one. And from that, you are going to create this one. So this is the steps. So first step, you are going to collect the raw data. From that, you are going to clean the mud. Whatever the mud is there, that one you are going to clean. And from that, you are going to melt that one into the gold bars. And later, you are going to create this one. Same way in the data science also. Initially, we are going to get the raw data. And from that raw data, we are going to have like this. From this, we are going to convert like this, which can improve the business. Now, sir, example for that. Let us see. Let's understand one simple example. Okay, I'm going to take one notepad, and in the notepad, I'm going to type and I'll explain one by one. Right now, let's get into this one. Now, any student at Naresh IT, okay, any student wants to join the course. What are the requirements generally the student will have? One, they'll have the requirement with respect to every student will have the common requirement is one. First one is, sir, I required a high quality content. Okay, first subject, starting with the subject, high quality content. Second, This one should be explained by the experienced trainers. Why experienced? Freshers also can explain now. Why experience only? Experienced trainers will tell you the real-time examples. Real-time examples which are having the, for example, this is the live example. Generally, in your mind, as a student who wants to join in Naresh IT, first thing is quality content, high quality content by the experienced trainer, and it should have some kind of good placements. Compulsory, there should be placements, and from that placements we required with respect to the low fees. Everything should be completed at that too at the low fees. This is the requirements of the student. If you satisfy the student requirement, if I satisfy all these four of them, whatever the student requirement is there, if I satisfy, then what happens? Automatically the student will join the Naresh IT. Simple. Sir, how you can know all these things, sir? First, on the day one, we are going to discuss with the students. First day, the student will come to Naresh IT, and one of the admin or one of the representative of Naresh IT, they'll discuss with the student. And the student will ask, sir, any data science course is there at Naresh IT? Yes, we are having one course, and these are the content, these are the things, something they are going to explain, and they'll say that demo is there, some demo is there, something, right? Now, here, when they're explaining something, the students will ask to the representative some questions. Sir, what about the placements? What about the fees? What about the training? How many months it will take? All these questions they'll ask. Whatever the questions generally the students will asking in the during the particular day, that questions, if I collect all the questions and if I understand the data, and from that data, if I make a conclusion that the students require this one and my course should involve all these things, then automatically what happens means every student will join in the Naresh IT. This is the live example of data science. Understanding the student requirement and developing the business over that. Okay. So first you have to understand what student requires exactly. And from that, you have to go with respect to the business. You have to increase the business. Any data science work is same. Now, if you go to the Amazon company, like Amazon e-commerce, okay, what they are going to do? First, they'll understand the customer requirement. Now, if you know, when the Amazon has came to the India and when they have started the Amazon e-commerce, I'm not saying about the cloud technology. I'm saying about the Amazon website in the where we'll purchase the products now. That particular website, when they have started in India, approximately, not exactly, when they have started, maybe in the year of 2012 or 2013, something, assume. I also don't know exactly, example. Okay, something they have started. Now, when they have started initially, what is the initial mindset of the people? When they have started the Amazon, the mindset of the people about the e-commerce. If I say the e-commerce means online purchase, e-commerce means online purchases. Before to online purchases, what is the students? I mean, what is the people general mindset is, array, in online fake products will be there. They'll replace the original parts. That is the first thing they used to have in the mind. They used to have in online only fake products will be there. I think they'll replace the original part. This is the first problem. Okay, when they have started, I'm saying in the year of 2023, I'm sorry, in the year of 2012, when they have started the Amazon, at that time, I'm saying what the generally the people mindset at that time, not today. So at the time, the people used to think that online we used to have the fake products. And second, whatever the delivery time is there, earlier we used to have the delivery time per 1 week. 1 week or 10 days. When they have started initially, that delivery used to be 10 days, 1 week like that, right? Delivery time is more. And there used to have the delivery charges also. Delivery charges also is there. Now at that time, what happened is most of the people, they are not interested towards to purchase the online products. Why? Because of delivery charges. Array, for that delivery charges, we can go to Amirpet directly and we can purchase. If you go outside, it will be less. If you take one auto or one cab or something, and if you go to the particular location, if we purchase also, and instantly we can get. And that too, we can touch that product and feel that product. Touch and feel. Okay, these are the things. Initially, the mindset. Now, from this mindset, now whatever the people requirements are there, from this, the Amazon has evolved. Means they have started one by one. And now today, everyone are purchasing. Instead of going to Amirpet side road also, instead of going that, hey, let us fix on the online only. They will only come to home now. So now the trend was completely changed towards the online. How much percentage of business has increased initially means in the India, they are having the 1% business. The entire business is to be 1%. For example, mobile phones are there. In India, how many mobile phones are active as of now? In that, how many mobiles has been purchased from the online means 1% at the time. It has grown now to almost close to 25% to 30%. How they have developed from this one to this one? Suddenly from 25% to 30% of the mobiles, they are selling it through online only. And now whenever there is a sale, for example, Big Billion Day sales or Amazon Great Indian Festival, hurry, you'll get this mobile at low cost. You can purchase there only. Credit card offer also is there. If you go to the offline store, for example, if you go to the Big C for purchasing one mobile, first you'll open the Amazon and you'll compare the price. And you'll say that in Amazon, this price is very less now. So now the trend was completely changed. How? Completely based on the data analysis, data science. How? Means first they have understand the customer requirement. And whatever the delivery charges are there, they have made the delivery charges as free. And from there, they have brought to the delivery time to maximum 1 day to 2 days. In 2 days, they are delivering. How they are delivering? How that is possible deliver in 2 days? By setting the various warehouses. What are the various warehouses there? So within the Hyderabad, how many warehouses are there for Amazon? Means almost 6 to 7 are there. 6 to 7 different warehouses are there. In that warehouse, they have kept already some products which are commonly used by most of the people, which is commonly purchased. That products is already they have kept in the warehouse. The moment you open the Amazon website and if you order today night 10 o'clock only you are getting. How you are getting that one? Because that is already available in the warehouse. For example, if it is not available in the warehouse, it is available in the Bangalore or Chennai, rare product, then it will take 2 days or 3 days of time. Now for setting the warehouse, money is required now. It is not free, right? So they have to set up one building and they have to make with respect to the representatives and they have to keep all the products they have to purchase and they have to keep in their warehouse. For that, they require the money. So they want to invest. When they are doing the investment, they are going to check how much return I'm going to get on this. That is not a simple task. Now, whether they have to do the investment in the warehouse or in which area they have to do the investment, that will be decided by the data scientist. Data scientist will say that, sir, these are the generally customers are looking for. And if you develop that one, automatically we can increase the business. Whatever the customers are looking for is called as feedback. And you are analyzing the feedback is also called as sentimental analysis. The technical word of machine learning and artificial intelligence. For example, if you are going with the data science, this is called as sentimental analysis. What is that sentiment they are having? Whether positive sentiment or negative sentiment. Now, tomorrow, there is not exactly tomorrow, in this next 3-4 months, we are having the elections. Narendra Modi, once again, he is going to become the prime minister for candidate. Okay, whether he'll become or not, that is secondary. Candidate. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi wants to know how many people are thinking about positive about Narendra Modi and how many people are thinking negatively about Narendra Modi. Many people are there in the India who will think positive, who will think negative. Now, Narendra Modi wants, Narendra Modi means Narendra Modi team. Narendra Modi will not do the analysis now. That team, whatever the team is there, that team is going to collect the data. From where? Collect the data from where? From the Twitter, Instagram, right? Facebook, something. Simply to say social media, through social media. They are going to collect the data from the social media and they are going to have with respect to some people, they are going to send into the rural areas and one particular person will come with the mic and he will ask, what is your feeling on the Narendra Modi? And he will record that one. Why? Why all these things they are doing? For example, if you say that, see, Narendra Modi is a waste person. He don't know how to be as a PM only. If you have told like this, immediately the next question what they are going to ask is why? What is the problem you have observed? You are going to mention the list of problems. Narendra Modi has done this one wrongly, this one wrongly, this one wrong. Something you are going to mention. All those things they'll write in the paper and whatever they are writing, everything Narendra Modi and team is going to analyze and they are going to rectify that one. Once they rectify, automatically you'll be also interested towards Narendra Modi. Simple na. So first understand the whatever the election. For example, in the real time during the election, every state chief minister, whatever the state's chief minister or central PM, they are going to announce one manifesto. Okay, manifesto. What is meant by this manifesto? Manifesto means what they are going to do. Once they form the government, what are the things they are going to give to the public? What are the things they are going to do? Now, this manifesto, how they are going to design? In terms of based on the public opinion. Most of the people, what they are looking for, that they are going to collect and that they are going to keep in the manifesto so that they want to attract the maximum number of people. Simple. Once again, data analysis. For doing this data analysis, is the degree is required for us? Degree with respect to computer science or degree with mechanical or degree automobile. Is there any relation to election? If you are from BTech computer science, what is the computer science versus election? What is the relation? What is the relation between computer science versus political? So who wants to work on the elections means they have to do BSc political science. Huh? So here the person without having any kind of background of educational background also still they can work. So even I can work on the elections, that is political. I can work on the automobile. I can work on the biotechnology, everything we can work. So here, no degree, no educational degree is a constraint. No educational background. Your educational background is not a important point. Okay. So your educational background, whatever your educational background is there, whether it is CSC, whether it is MCA, or whether it is BSc or something, whatever it is, absolutely not a problem. Educational background is not going to be a problem. The reason behind this is, since you are joining the course for that, that is the reason. Huh? No. For data science, irrespective of, we are going to work. Okay. So educational background is not required. So any person from non-IT to IT, he wants to shift, means the best choice for him is data science. For example, he has chosen any kind of Java developer or with respect to some kind of Python developer or something, then computer science background is required. Because developer means the entire work is different. Here as a data scientist, the work is different. Okay, here there is no educational background. Whether it is mechanical also, whether it is civil also, whether it is chemical also, same. Whether you are from BTech computer science also, whether BTech chemical also, no difference. For example, you are from BTech computer science, assume. Okay, you are having the IT background, education, IT background. Tomorrow you have to work in the Dr. Reddy's. Are you going to work or not? Where you have to analyze the medicine, whether that medicine will cure the particular whatever the disease is there, whether it is going to cure the disease or not. You have to work. Are you going to work or not? Miss, we are going to work. Right? So here the educational background is not going to be a problem. Right? Next one. So here, as I've told you, so the data science is nothing but first understand the customers. What is the customer's requirement? And from that, make some kind of insights. What is the most of the customers are looking for? And from that, you create the decision. You have to come with a solution which can improve the business. For example, in my case, live example in Naresh IT. Now I require more amount of students in Naresh IT. They have to join. What I have to do? I have to pray the God that I want more number of students. Should I pray like that? No. Simply understand the student requirement. In this class, each student will ask one question after this. Once the demo was completed, every student will ask that one. Satisfy most of the students. Whatever the requirements are there. If you satisfy most of the student requirement, automatically they'll join in the Naresh IT. Very simple logic. In Naresh IT also, we require data scientist. If you go to the Woodby restaurant people also requires the data scientist. Why? They want to identify in terms of which particular one they are having the more sales. And they want to focus on that. Why? At the end, they want to increase their business. So all these things, simply data science is about using the various techniques, different techniques and algorithms to analyze the data and extract the meaningful insights for your given business. What are the business you are working, right? Now, for doing the data science, we require the analysis. Now, for example, okay, there is, let me ask you a very simple question. There is one mobile, as everyone are familiar on the mobile commonly. Okay, let us make some simple question here. Okay, now mobile. There is one mobile in the market. The mobile company is MI. Okay, assume MI. And the mobile is 6.1 inch LED screen with 90 hertz refresh rate. Okay, and it is having the Snapdragon processor and some kind of 6 GB RAM and 256 GB hard disk, internal hard disk 256 GB. Okay, and the battery is around 3800 mAh. And the cameras are backside camera. We are having that 64 plus 32 plus 16, 3 meg, and front side you are having only the 16 megapixel, 16 megapixel or 32 megapixel. Assume this is the case. And this is the mobile of MI. And now they have brought this one at a price of 38,000. MI company has brought to the outside 38,000, whether you are going to purchase or not, yes or no. According to you, yes or no, simple yes or no only. No, why? Because the whatever the futures are there, the price is over. How you know that one price is over? How you know that one? Because you know about the some other mobiles in the market, whatever is there in the now where that data is there means you know about your mobiles, different mobiles and their prices. What are the futures and the prices? Where that data was located? That data was located in your brain. And whatever the data is there in your brain, just you are comparing this data for that price and you are going to do the analysis, and based on analysis you are going to do the prediction. Here the entire analysis was done using your human brain. Using your human brain you have done the analysis and you told that the answer is no, we are not going to purchase for this one, it is a high priced. You are going to say like this. That analysis was done using your human brain. Now the persons who know about the mobile phone, they can do this one. Now the same question, go and ask about the 6th class student who is studying 6th class. They don't know about the mobiles only. Now go and ask the same question to them. What they'll say? I don't know anything. Why they'll say that I don't know anything? Because there is no data to process. They are not having any awareness on the mobiles. And what would be the prices? What is the company names and which company name will have which price? They are not having any awareness. So since they are not having the awareness, they can't do the analysis. But you are able to do the analysis because the data is in your brain. Simple. Whatever we are having here, the data, we are analyzing the data, and from that we are going to process. Now that data, whatever we are having, you are processing using your brain, using with respect to any machine. Here, that entire data science, we are going to do the processing using the machine learning and artificial intelligence. Now, the same example, earlier I asked you about the mobile prices. Now, you have done that one in the human brain. Now, in your brain, you have done the analysis. Now, in your brain, whatever the mobile companies and phone details are there, if you share me that data in your brain, whatever the data is there, sir, there is one company and that is having the features like this, the processor, RAM, hard disk, like this, and the camera, something. And this price is this one, some price. Second mobile, price. Third mobile, price. Fourth mobile, price. Fifth mobile, price. Now, if you collect this data, whatever is there in your brain, if you take the data outside and if you give it to the machine also will learn the same. Here, what is the difference between the machine learning versus human learning means? Humans learns the data means it is called as human learning. If the machine learns the data means it is called as machine learning. How we are trying to insert the data into your brain, in the same way we are going to understand, the machine will understand the given data. So machine learning means machine learns the data. It will learn the data. And after learning the data, once the data was learned, okay, once whatever the data we are having, once the data was learned, now for the future data, I'm going to ask what would be the expected price. If this is the RAM and this is the hard disk and this is the screen and this is the with respect to processor and cameras and the price you are having like this. These are the sum of already mobile phones which are there in the market. This is called as world data. First, you are going to observe the world data, whatever is there in the market, and you are going to observe, okay, if this is the RAM and this is the screen miss, this is the price. If this is the RAM, this is the screen miss, this is the price. You are going to understand. And based on this understanding, you are going to predict on the new data. What would be the price? Same thing will be done by the machine also. You are going to give this entire data for the machine to learn, and it will learn the data and it will identify what is the relation between this one versus this one. And for the future data, you are going to predict. Right? Is the point is clear? So the machine learns the data and it starts predicting the future data. So here data scientist is first understand the world data, what are already available. From that, you have to predict the future. Okay. Now, so here I'm having in terms of like this. Okay, machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning. And what are the applications means every company will use the data science. Each and every company in the world, if you take one particular company name, that company will use the data science. Why? Because they also want the business. Tell me one company name which doesn't require the business. So in terms of every company wants the business, every company wants to improve themselves. So first they are going to understand what is the drawbacks and what is the problems. First they'll analyze the data and from that they are going to estimate the future. Sir, for example, Infosys company is there. Infosys company was started in the year of 1990 approximately. So in the year of 1990 it was started. From there it was growing. At that time also data analysis was applied. At that time also data science was applied. They have identified what other things are there and they have predicted and they have worked everything. Now, why in the 2020 only, suddenly the data science is popular? From 1990 also, every company is there now. Tatas are there from 1950s only. They have not grown. Huh? Every person has grown. At the time, 1950s, what Tatas has done means they have also applied the data science logics only. They have analyzed the data and from that data, they have came with the solution. Now, here in the 2020, suddenly why data science is so popular when compared to earlier, what is so popular? Because of nowadays we are having with respect to huge amount of data. At the time, we are not having this much of data. Now the data is very high. That is the reason why data science is popular. Sir, still how many years the data science will be asked is? How many years the data is there? That many years data science will be there. Data will never die. Data science also will never die. There is no point of discussion on that because data will never die. Slowly, now you are having the 4G, later you are going to have the 5G followed by 6G or something. Now from that, you are going to work on every day more amount of data. Now, sir, can you explain with some interesting project? Everyone are going to watch YouTube, na? Okay, in the YouTube, you are going to watch one video, particular video you're watching. And based on that video, it is recommending for you second video. One more video it is recommending. How it is working in the backend? So for example, first you are going to take first video. Assume this video is some movie clip, something kind of movie clip I'm watching from a particular movie where the hero is PK, Pawan Kalyan. Assume. Okay, I'm watching some movie clip, something like this. Now, again, I have watched one more movie clip. Okay, one more, but one more time, the same hero is PK. Now, one more time, I'm clicking on the one more video. This is also one more movie clip where the PK is the hero. Now, the machine will start understand from these three that I'm interested in the PK videos. And what it is going to do means it is going to show me one PK video with ad, skip ad. You'll get the skip ad option now. Now you are going to click on the skip ad and you are going to watch one more type of PK video. One more time you have watched. Automatically understands that this person is a PK fan. He will watch whatever the PK videos are there, he'll watch. Fix. Now If you get one more video, immediately it is going to post the ad. Now, this concept is called as recommendation engines. In the machine learning, it is called as recommendation engines. So it is going to recommend for you based on your interest. What are the videos you have watched? Based on the previous videos, what are the videos you have watched? What are the time watch time is there now? Based on that. Sir, for a particular video, whether I'm interested or not, how the YouTube will know that one? Whether I'm interested in that video, they're not asking any kind of rating. How that people will know that whether I'm interested in that video or not, miss, based on your watch time. For example, the video is of 10 minutes. You are watching every 10 minutes, each and every second you have watched. Without interest, why you'll watch? If you are having interest only, you'll watch. Otherwise, you'll skip na. 10 seconds or 20 seconds, at least you'll skip na. You are not skipping and you are watching entire video, means what is the meaning of that? Means you are interested. So it will understand that based on your watch time, it is understanding which videos you are interested, and based on that, it is predicting for the future. And it is making with respect to which are more related to you, that videos only it is posting. Why it has to do that one? In order to increase the business. What business, sir? Ads now. They're keeping the ads. For example, I don't know Hindi. I don't know Hindi or Urdu or something. I don't know. Till now, I have not watched any kind of Hindi video or Urdu video in the YouTube. Now I'm clicking on the first time that particular Urdu video, some Urdu. Okay. Once I have clicked on that, now whatever the video it is going to play, it will not show the any ad for that. No ad will be there. If you are interested, after the class, you go and try. After the class, what you have to do is first step is first you go and clear the history. In your browsing history, completely clear that one. After clearing, then you log out. What are the existing YouTube you are having? Log out from that. Now completely create a new mail ID. Completely fresh mail ID. Again, restart the system and now enter into the YouTube. Now there is no browsing history. There is no history about that mail ID. Na? Now what it is going to do means first video, second video, third video, whatever you are going to watch, you will not get the any kind of ads. Once the common pattern is visible, so in the first video and second video and third video, what is the common pattern is there? If the machine is able to identify the pattern, then according to that, it is recommending the fourth video means then automatically you'll get the ad. For example, first video, second video, third video, you have watched the movie clips. Automatically the fourth one, which you are going to watch the movie, 100% you'll get the ad. If you want, you can try. Sir, for example, first one, I'm watching some kind of movie, Telugu movie. Later, I have clicked on the some Urdu news. From there, I went to the BBC. From there, I came to back to this one. Like this, there is no common point. When there is no common point and if you are watching the YouTube, then never you will get the ad. Because when the YouTube understands the pattern only, then only it will start the posting the ad on which video you are interested. So now my YouTube knows if I select any particular video, my YouTube knows that what is the percentage that I'm interested on that. Because based on my history, it is identifying the pattern, and for that pattern, it is identifying what is the common points. How many common points are there in this new video? For example, more number of common points are there. Means I'm going to 100% click on this. If the YouTube knows that 100% I'm going to click on this, automatically it is going to give me 2 ads. Compulsory ads. Why? Because YouTube knows that if there is an ad also, I'll see that ad and later I'll watch the video. So that complete concept, whatever we are having is works on the recommendation engines. Now, second, one more example of data science, DMART. If you go to the DMART, okay, go to the DMART. Okay, after the class, if you are interested, you go today and observe how data science is working in DMART. Just observe today. Okay, go to the DMART and stand in the billing counter. Okay, just don't purchase anything. Stand in the billing counter and observe 100 people, okay, who are coming to the billing counter. And in that 100 people, whoever are purchasing the toothpaste means toothpaste, who are purchasing the toothpaste 200 grams and above, who are purchasing the 200 grams and above paste. For example, you are standing in the billing counter. In the billing counter, 100 people has came. Out of 100 people, 70 people has purchased the toothpaste. Example, 70 people. These 70 people, within the 70 people who has purchased the toothpaste of 200 grams, at least within that 70, 60 people will commonly purchase the brush. If you want, you can go and observe. Who are purchasing the toothpaste of 200 grams and above, they'll purchase the brush also. Now, okay, sir, if they purchase, now what is the use? Is there something you have invented anything? Nobel Prize? Nothing. Now the DMart is going to increase the business. How they are going to increase the business means toothbrush and toothpaste, they are going to keep side by side. The persons immediately select the toothpaste, immediately they'll see the toothbrush and they'll add in the basket. Right? For example, you are going to purchase some cool drink. In the DMart, any person is purchasing the cool drink. Along with the cool drink, commonly what they're going to purchase? With respect to chips packet. If the chips packet is in the another corner, cool drinks are in one corner, chips packets are in the another corner. Is any person is going to go to that particular position and he will purchase the chips? Instead of that, if you keep this chips side to side like this, what happens? Just you are going to increase your business. Comparatively, the business will be increased. Now in the DMart, which one has to be kept side by side? Everything is based on the data science only. That concept is called as association rule, which is associated to which one? Most commonly purchased, which is the best combination? If any person is purchasing the oil packet, what is the common thing will be there? Now, for example, there is one DMart. Okay, cool drinks are there. Now the cool drinks they have to sell. Okay, and now the cool drinks they have purchased 2-liter bottle, which is MRP is 90 MRP, and they have purchased this one. DMart purchase rate is around 60 rupees. Assume 30 rupees they are going to make on the profit on the bottle. Now the bottle is almost close to the expiry. Expiry means 1 month is there, approximately 1 month is there. Now the manager means the person, representatives will be there now in the DMart. They are going to say that, sir, cool drinks are almost close to the expiry, sir, but this much of lot size of cool drinks are there in our company in the godown, and which is going to expire in the next 1 month. Now what we are going to do in that case? They are going to identify along with the cool drink, which is commonly purchased, most commonly purchased within the entire DMart, along with the cool drink, which is commonly purchased. That one they are going to add as a combo. If for cool drink, if they give Vim soap as free, whether will purchase? Is there any connection? So they are going to identify. How they are going to identify this combo offers means based on the previous purchases. So if you go to the DMart and if you stand in the billing counter, 100 people are coming and they are making the bills. 100 bills are there with you. From this 100 bills, what are the things you are going to observe commonly? That is only called as data analysis. Observe all the 100 bills. What are the 100 bills are there? Take all the 100 bills and observe. Oh, in this one is there. In this one is there. In this particular DMart, most of the people will purchase the sugar packet. For example, if you came to know that sugar packet is mostly sold in the DMart in that particular location, sugar packet is very famous. Assume. What you are going to do? You are going to directly deal with the distributor and you will make with respect to instead of purchasing 1,000 packets, you are going to purchase 3,000 packets at a discounted price. Which one has to be purchased, right? That means which is having the more sales. How you can know which is having more sales means you have to do the data analysis. So these are all the examples of data science. Is the points are clear? So in the DMart, in the YouTube, in Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus Hotstar, all of them works on the data science only. YouTube is pure data science project. It is going to recommend for you. And if you open the Amazon, if you purchase any particular product, if you open in the Amazon website and if you select any particular product, okay, let's open the Amazon website. Here I'm typing in terms of Apple 15. Okay, Apple phone 15 series with respect to, and I'm going to click on this something. Now, if I drag down, okay, if I drag down this one, Along with this particular phone, what is most commonly purchased? You are going to get most commonly purchased along with this phone as a combo offer something. Why they are going to give that one for us? What is the purpose of giving that one? Why most of the people who has purchased or all these things? Why? What is the reason? See, this one. Based on your browsing history, it is recommending something like this. Why it is recommending this one? Based on some browsing history or something, it is recommending. Why? What is the purpose of recommending like that? Because there is a chance of purchase. Now, by implementing this one here in this position, by implementing, you are going to increase the business. How you are going to give, which product is going to recommend means, it will not recommend all the products. It will recommend for me based on my browsing history. My browsing history is called as data, previous data. Based on the analysis of the previous data, it is predicting the future, which one I'll be interested more. Is the points are clear? So these are the things of data science. For these are all applications. What is the purpose of doing this one? Why? Who asked you to write this one? If you don't write, what happens? If you write, what happens? If you write and if you display like that, it will increase the business. For improving the business, this is one of the technique. Multiple techniques are there. In that, one of the technique. Is the points are clear? Now, so where coming to our course finally. So in our course, what we are going to have? Okay. First, this course, whatever the course we are having, this course entirely consists of data science, data analytics, include the data analytics also, and business intelligence. Business intelligence means in terms of developing the business. Python, because we have to do entire machine learning. Using the machine learning means one programming, because you and the machine has to communicate each other means one common programming language is called as Python. Statistics, SQL, where to extract the data. The data will be stored in the database. The data is stored, for example, the data is stored in your hard disk. How you are going to select the data? Just you are going to connect the data to your system and you are going to double click on that and you are going to copy. Similarly, the data was there in the database. Now you have to select the data. For that, we require the SQL and Power BI. Power BI means where we are having in terms of presentation by using the plots, by showing the plots, machine learning and artificial intelligence, deep learning, computer vision, NLP. These three of them comes under artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means deep learning, computer vision, and NLP. Sir, what is meant by computer vision? Computer vision means who are going to work on the images and videos. If you are having the text data like YouTube comments, Twitter tweets, these are the things where you are going to analyze by using the NLP. And we are going to implement this entire data science using the cloud technology called as Azure. And finally, generative AI. Right? So this entire course will start from the basic level. If you're not having any there is no prerequisite for this course. If you don't know statistics, absolutely not a problem. Sir, if I don't know programming language, absolutely not a problem. If you don't know Python, no problem. So I'm not only from non-IT, but I'm not from non-IT. I don't know even one programming language also. Then you are called as lucky person. Why? Because there is no confusion for you. Others who are having the Java or .NET in their brain, they'll start confusing. So in Java, we used to do like this now. In C language, we used to do like this now. They used to discuss like this. If you're not having that knowledge means, then there is no confusion. You can understand the entire subject in a more easy way, right? And here we are going to have the module-wise assignments. Every time we are going to have the assignments, and we are going to have 15 plus real-time projects. To explain these all the things of machine learning and data science, I required some data sets. That data sets, what are I'm going to explain for you, they are called as real-time projects, which will be completed in the class only. Okay, in the class, I will show you all these things because for explaining everything, I require some data sets, right? And 5 resume-based projects. In your resume, you are going to write 5 projects. Okay, what are the 5 projects you are going to write? Miss, one is from the SQL and Power BI, that is data analytics role. Second, we are going to take one project from the machine learning. one project from computer vision to work on the images and videos. One project is on the NLP, that is text data. And one project is on Gen AI. So these are the total 5 projects which you are going to write in the resume. Your projects is called as your experience. Sir, everyone are asking experience, experience, experience. What is this experience? Experience means having an idea on the subject. So, sir, if I register the course, if I pay the fees, what are the fees is there? If I pay the fees and if I register the course, okay, and if I sit every day in the class, if I attend the class every day, whether I'll get the job means no. Answer is very simple. Okay, if you think that by paying the fees only you'll get the job means in India, many people will join in Naresh IT only. Okay, if you feel that by paying the fees you'll have the job means that is called as fake promise, which I'm not going to make. Okay, here after paying the fees, once you register the course, attend the class and you have to do the practice. What are the practices there? And you have to develop the projects. Sir, you are going to explain the projects now. I am going to keep that projects in the resume directly. You are not called as copy paste worker. You are not here for the copy paste. You are here to understand the subject and to develop the projects. If you feel that I want to copy whatever you are explaining, I want to copy for that one means, then what happens means you'll get the interview call, not the job. If your requirement is only interview call means copy. Wherever you want, whatever you want, copy. Okay. Sir, without knowing artificial intelligence also, write in the resume artificial intelligence. Without knowing that Java also, write Java. What happens? Your resume will get shortlisted. But once you enter into the interview room, you will not get selected. Why? Because whatever you have written in the resume is different. Whatever the things are in your brain is different. That is the reason why it is getting rejected. So whatever you know, that one only you write in the resume. If you don't know, don't write even single letter also in the resume. Sir, without that word, none of them is calling us, sir. Means none of them is shortlisting. That, for example, AI. AI is the Gen AI. Sir, without this word, no one is calling, sir. Then learn that one. Without learning, don't write even a single letter. And most important for this one is, here you require with respect to the passion. You want to be as a data scientist, the passion is more important to enroll this course. And before, sir, I'm having 99%, okay, sir, I'm interested in data science, but 1% doubt, sir. Whether I have to join or not, miss, my answer is don't join. Don't join. That 1% doubt will come slowly, it will increase. First, clear all your doubts. Do the research. Discuss with your relatives, with your friends, your roommates, whatever you want. Finally, you take the decision. But once you have taken the decision, miss, stick to your decision. After joining the course, if your roommate is saying that, in data science, there is no jobs, miss, first say for that particular person, you are not having the job, maybe I am having the job. You should have the confidence with you. Sir, for example, in the market, many people are there with respect to who has completed the data science and who has completed in terms of this one. Here, 2 points are important. One is called as I know. Second one is called as how much I know. I know data science. I know machine learning. I know Python. I know. What you know? What you know? This is not important. Writing simply that I know data science. I know machine learning. I know Python. That is not important. How much you know, that is important. Means how you can say this one means based on your projects level. Whatever the projects level you have done, that tells about how much you know. Second one, your Kaggle competition, some kind of competition, it will tell the score. Here it will tell you how much you know. How much you know, right? And this is the first one, this is the second one, and third one is certification. These three things tells you how much you know. Sir, certification means any certification, okay, without paying the fees, just by paying the fees you have got the certification means it is useless certificate. In the entire world, any certificate just by paying the fees you have got the certificate means it is a useless certificate. Just you have registered one course and they have given the certificate. For example, sir, in another institute, I have registered for the course, sir. The institute people, they are saying that certificate they'll give. What I have to do with that? If I go and pay the fees means they'll also give the certificate. Without attending the classes, without knowing the subject also, they'll give the certificate. What is the use of that? What I have to do with that? So that certification, which one you are having with the exam, after qualifying the exam, which certificate you have got, that certificate only is important. For example, your degree certificate is there. Degree certificate is important or not, miss? It is important because you have written the internal exams, sectional exams, all these things. Multiple exams you have written, and from that you have got that certificate. Without writing the exam, you have got that certificate means it is called as fake university. If any university you go and without writing the exam, if you are getting the certificate, degree certificate means that particular university is called as fake university. And there'll be no use of that. Whether it is your 10th class, whether it is your 12th class, or whether it is your degree, or whether it is next one, whatever it is, any certificate after writing the exam, whatever the certificate you are getting, that is only having the importance. Just going and paying the fees and getting the course completion certificate, there'll be no use. 0% use. Sir, in Naresh IT also, we are going to get the course completion certificate. Obviously, if you pay the fees, you'll get the course completion certificate, but zero use. Sir, you are working in Naresh IT and you are saying the certificate is zero use. Obviously, I know the reality now. But in terms of if you are having some certificate like NASSCOM or Microsoft or something, NASSCOM certification is not by the institute level, government of India's level. Okay. And guys who are sitting in the class, offline students, if you're not interested and you are feeling bored or something, happily stand and you can go out. Any person, anytime, if you're not interested, you can go out. I'm not going to make any student forcefully to sit in the class. And if any student is sitting in the class and discussing among themselves, then I will throw them out. It is better, you're not interested means it is better to go out. You're not interested in the class, or you're not interested in data science, or you're not interested in listening all these things, miss, happily go out. For me, absolutely no problem. But sitting in the class and you're discussing with your friend, you are not having the interest on the day one itself, miss, then there'll be no use. If the same thing continues tomorrow also, miss, simply I will ask you to get out. You stupid, go out. I will say like this. So don't bring to that situation. Okay, if you're interested only, sit in the class. Every person is clear now? So, because I don't want to get disturbed by the class. If you're not interested means that is your choice. Why are disturbing others also? You are called as similarly psycho. Why you are called as psycho, you know? You don't want to listen, others also don't want to listen. By disturbing others, why you are disturbing others? Because you don't want others also not to be listen. That is the reason you are disturbing them. Then what you are called as? Right? According to you, what are the name you want, you write it. Right? So in the class who are sitting, make sure that having completely of interest towards the subject, towards learning. Okay? Focus, dedicate, and do your best. At the end, why you are sitting in the class, why I'm sitting in this position, for both of them, only one reason. You have to get the job. My ultimate goal also, you have to get the job. Your ultimate goal also, you have to get the job. We both are working for the same cause. If most of the students in this class, if they get the job only, I will get with respect to one more batch. For example, students are not getting the jobs, then what they are going to say outside? Hey, don't join this course, there will be no jobs. They'll say like that only. then what is the use of doing all these things? Is the points are clear? Now, coming to the next one is, here completely I'm having the 5 resume based projects, and we are going to get the lifetime access for your materials. What are the materials I'm going to share you, like notes, codes, dataset, textbooks, sample resumes, interview questions, mock test. Everything will be for lifetime. What are the Google Drive I'm going to share you is going to be for lifetime. The entire notes will be for you lifetime. Okay. So once you register the course, you will be added in the Google Classroom. In the Google Classroom, there will be a link. For example, I'll show you like this. Okay. This is okay. So this is one of the previous batch. Okay. Now in the previous batch, we are having in terms of students. So once they have registered, we'll have the students like this. In this batch, particularly 150 students are there, both offline and online, almost close to 150 students are there. Now for these 150 students, I'm going to share commonly one point is called as drive. This is the drive. And in this drive, if you click on the drive, and you can see the entire notes will be here only. The complete notes. And this is going to be for lifetime. Sir, if I copy this one, what are the link is there? If I copy this link, you can't access the notes. If you type this link in the Google also, you can't access. This notes can be accessed only the students of this classroom. Others cannot access the notes. Only students of this classroom. So whoever the 150 students are there now, these 150 students only can access that particular link. Others, it will say that if you type, for example, if you are trying to click on that drive link, it will throw the error. Only 150 students can access. And this is going to be for the lifetime. The access will be for lifetime. Okay. Next one is here for whatever the certification. I told you in this, we are going to include the NASSCOM certification. NASSCOM certification means in terms of Government of India. This is not the Naresh IT exam. Government of India is going to conduct one test and you are going to attempt that particular test. And exam fees is going to be 600 rupees, where you are going to pay separately. If you are interested, you have to pay. Not to Naresh IT. You have to pay directly to in that website only. There only you have to directly register. There only you have to pay the 600 rupees and you can take the exam. And this exam is going to be online. Completely online. Right? And this is the first test. And second test we are having is Microsoft certification in data science. So what are the Microsoft certification? A standard certification which is available in data science is one of them is Microsoft. So here, if I type with respect to the DP100, okay, this is the certification code where you are having in terms of data science, designing and implementing the data science solution on Azure. And once you complete the certificate, you are called as Microsoft Certified Azure Data Scientist. Okay. So Azure Data Scientist. So here it includes what are the things it is going to include in terms of the machine learning and how it is going to use in the particular Azure, that is cloud. So this everything we are going to complete. And before doing this one, we have to complete in terms of AI 900. This is called as fundamental exam. First, you have to take the fundamentals, and from that, you have to go to the associate level. Okay. So this is fundamental where you're having in terms of this one. So artificial intelligence, machine learning, computer vision, natural language processing, and generative AI. So first you are going to complete these things. That is with respect to fundamentals. And once the fundamental is completed, you can write the associate level. Sir, we have to take 2 Microsoft exams, sir. No need. You can directly go to the associate only. One exam only you are going to take. But we are going to cover entire syllabus of this one and that one also. So the same thing I have mentioned here. So Microsoft certification in data science. First one is AI 900, that is fundamentals. From there, we are going to move on to the associate level. Right? And for this, whatever the syllabus is there, entire syllabus is included. And I'm going to share you 500 plus questions related to this. So sample questions. so that easily you can qualify in those exams, right? And your Kaggle, what are the Kaggle is there. So now here, what are the real-time projects and your resume projects are there? Now this tells about your subject. Certification tells about your subject. Kaggle competition tells about your subject, how much subject you are having. These all the them will indicate how much subject you are having. Okay. Ten batch. No class. Okay. So now, whatever the job preparation is there. Now from there, we are going to discuss 1,000+ interview questions. Miss, are you going to share all the interview questions at the end separately, sir? Miss, no. You are not going to by heart the questions, question and answer. You are not going to by heart like that. So that 1,000 interview questions, whatever we are having, everything we are going to have in the class. So every topic, whatever the topic I am going to explain, based on that, what are the interview questions? So for you are going to bring two notes. One is for your running notes and one is separately for interview questions. So in the interview questions book, you are going to write all the interview questions which we are going to have. If you prepare only those questions also, easily you will get the job. So first we are going to explain the concept. After explaining the concept, I'm going to share you the interview questions on that particular concept and resume building. So finally, you're going to build the resume based on your skills, means what are the things you have learned, and based on the tools and your projects and certification and Kaggle, you are going to create one beautiful resume. How you have to create that? I'm going to take one exclusive class for you, separate class, how to build the resume, how you have to write. Okay. So for example, in your resume, okay, something objective, education, and one rectangular box in that degree and college name and percentage. If you write like this is one of the worst resume. That is in the year of 2020. Okay, not sorry, 2020, 2000s. That is in the year of 2000s. We used to have like this one rectangular box in that writing the degree, whatever the degree and college name and whatever the percentage like this. We are in the 2023. So we have to make some kind of some beautiful resumes which attracts visually, means by seeing only it has to get attracted. So we have to create some visual resumes. How to create this visual resume, I'm going to explain. Separate class will be there. And how to introduce yourself. As everyone know, in the interview room, the first question is going to be introduce yourself. How you have to introduce, how you have to be confident, how you have to explain your things, how the interview questions would be there. All these things we are going to have, and I'm going to conduct the mock interviews also. So in the interview room, how we are going to face the real-time questions, same thing will be done. And live mock interview also I'm going to do for some students. I can't do for every student, na? For every, because 150 students are there. For every student, I have to spend 10 minutes. If I spend also 150 into 10 minutes, 1500 minutes. 1500 minutes means how many days it will take? Daily 1.5 hour class. So it is not possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to conduct the mock interviews for certain students. How you are going to select? Based on the test, based on your Kaggle, based on your Kaggle rank and based on the test. I'm going to conduct the multiple test during this 4 months course duration. You are going to have the multiple test. And in the each test, you are going to receive the interview questions. How in the real world the interview questions are there? Same way you are going to get as it is. If I do the interview, what type of questions generally I'll ask to the student? Same questions will be asked. And you'll have the real-time exposure. Means with respect to real-time interviews, what would be the questions? And the course is of 4.5 months, where it is of daily 1.5 hour and 4.5 months course. Okay. And the course fees is with respect to 18,000 without recordings. If you don't want the class recordings, the videos, then it is 18,000. If you want the recordings also, miss 25,000. And if you are having any doubts and how you can solve your doubts after the class, if you are having any doubts, you are going to have the lab from 8 to 8, offline students. Offline means classroom students. You are having the lab facility from 8 to 8. Sir, in this 8 to 8, how much time we have to sit in the lab? That is your choice. From morning 8 to evening 8, if you sit also, no one is going to object. Okay, how much time you want to sit in the lab? Happily, you can go and sit and you can practice. And if you are having any questions, you can ask. Mentors are going to help you, right? And for online students, we are going to share one link separately for them. And timings also we are going to share for them. And they are going to share their screen and they'll ask whatever the questions they are having. This is for online students. Okay, so this is about the course. Now you can ask whatever the questions you are having. So what are the things I'm going to cover and how everything will be done? Everything I have discussed from my end. And most important point is to get the job, don't focus on the I know. You have to focus how much you know. That is important. I know data science. Every Lilliput also will say that one only. How much you know in the data science, that is most important. In this class, everyone who has registered the course at the end of the time, after 4.5 months, everyone will say that, sir, I have completed the data science course. Completing data science course means sitting in the class and attending 4.5 months class is called as completing. If your intention is only to sit in the class for 4.5 months and see the screen for 4.5 months means don't sit in the class. It is waste of time. Every day, if you're having the time for your practice, then only join the course. Your target should be only one. Within the next 4.5 months, we have to get the data science job. And the jobs, whatever we are having, the salaries or everything is uncomparable with any others. For example, live. I'll show you live. Okay. Now I'm going to ask the students, please ask your questions. Okay. Now in this class, one student, he will say that, sir, I'm from .NET, sir. I want to shift to data science, whether it is a good one or not. At least one student will ask. One student will ask Java. Sir, I'm from Java background, whether I can shift to data science. One student will ask that, sir, I'm from cloud technology. Should I shift to data science? Now go to the Java class, sit in the Java class in the demo session. And there you observe any person, sir, I'm already data scientist. I want to become the Java developer. At least can you see one question like that? Just observe. In your entire life, you will not see that one. In your entire life, you will never see. If you want, you can try. After the class, you go and try and sit in the Java class or Python class. Any person, one student, one particular person says that I am presently working the data science and I want to shift to this one. Is whether it is a good one or not, just observe. At least one student will ask like that any question or not. In your entire life, you'll never see that one. Why? Because when compared to anything, data science is better. The career wise or with respect to salary wise. Why, sir? The reason is very simple. You are the part of the business. For example, you are doing the Naresh IT some analysis and you are coming with the solution. Sir, I have observed today from last 1.5 hours, whatever you have discussed, I have observed something, sir. And if you do these modifications, I think you will get more amount of students. If you say something like that to me, and using your idea, if I get more amount of students and if I get more amount of money, what I'm going to do? I'm going to give some money for you. Why I have to give some money for you? Because you have to stay with me now. If I don't give the money, why you'll stay with me? That is the very simple reason. So you are going to be the part of the direct business. So that is the reason data scientists will have high salaries when compared to anything. When compared to any other course, data science, why they are have in the Google, after the class you type. In the Google, what you type is, which is the